Hello, Leo. Welcome to your weekly reading for July 24th to the 30th. This is for Leo, Sun, and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional call to cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific and detailed with your reading, Leo. I do this because I love you and I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your readings. Now, Leo, first things first, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Leo. I'm very excited for you. My dog's excited for you. I was going to put a birthday hat on her head, but she said absolutely not. So and she also turned around so she could stare off into space. Literally. You get that? Anyway, so this week is huge because not only are we in your birthday season, the sun is in Leo. You know, the sun is, you're ruled by the sun. So this is absolutely amazing. This is the sun is at home in Leo. This is shining light in those areas of your life and your first house, your identity, all of that. It's you are the native ruler of the fifth house, so it's like pleasure, it's fun, it's, you know, romance, it's relationships and creativity, self-expression, even sex. I mean, it is the summer of love. This is truly the summer of love because Venus is also in Leo, but Venus is retrograde. This is the big thing for the week. It's also a big thing for the next 40 days, okay? 40 days of Venus in retrograde, all right? So Venus, the planet of love, the planet of romance, of fashion and style and relationships, money, creativity, things that we desire, right? In a sign, in your sign, the sign that rules love and romance and creativity and just fun and just courage. And, you know, it's a great time to reevaluate things. Now, that is what the Venus retrograde is. It's reevaluating things in your life. You have to think about all the REs, okay? And even think about the word retrograde, right? RE. So think about reassessing things, reevaluating things, redesigning, rethinking, reconsidering, rekindling love too, right? Rekindling matters of love, but also money, okay? Finances, investments, truly at the core of it, just matters of the heart, okay? Think just matters of the heart. Now, the sun is all about you, all right? Shining the spotlight all on you. The sun is independence. It's all about the self, right? Identity, ego, authenticity is the big thing, right? So with Venus retrograde in Leo, it's bringing that awareness of the things that you desire and of you being your authentic self. So it is a very interesting time. It is a very interesting time. You're probably feeling these big shifts in your life. You're probably feeling a lot of fun. You're probably having a lot of fun. I mean, you're Leo, so it comes naturally for you, but there's also a sense of like a lot of action happening around you, okay? Within your world, all right? But maybe even a little bit of pressure, especially with some of the aspects that happened last week. But there is a lot of activity happening in your career. I hope you know that. But really, at the end of the day, remember Venus and Leo. This is you, okay? This is you. Now, these retrogrades, like I said, reassessing, rethinking where you are now, where you want to go moving forward. A lot of this has to do with relationships, and with retrogrades, this is a big thing, okay? People from the past may resurface. Can be friends, can be lovers, can be soulmates. You know, like the ones that got away, like the ones that you maybe even like, you know, like if you're at a grocery store and had like this chat up with someone about, you know, broccoli, you know, this random person, and you know, in the moment you're just like, that's my soulmate. And then, but none of y'all asked for the numbers, and you know, it's like one of those movies, and then you may run into that person again now, okay? Hey, big thing. It's a really big thing if you are in a relationship, really thinking about steps forward. Is it time to get married? Is it time to, you know, do this? Renew vows, another re-word, right? So it is a big time, okay? But it's also, there could be a lot of breakups because you may realize you're not in the relationship that you thought it would be, or you want to move forward in it. Now, if you're single, it's a whole other thing. Venus retrograde, you never want to initiate anything. I did a video on the things that you should not do during a Venus retrograde, and I'd go more into detail on that because I don't want this to be like a 6-hour reading because I could go on forever. But really, like, if you are single, it's okay if you meet people, and you will likely meet people. I'm not gonna lie, you're probably gonna meet people this week, the next few weeks. All right, have fun with it. Date, get to know each other, but don't like make it official. Okay, don't like go steady. Right? That's who says that? Yeah, I guess I do. Don't make it official. Like, oh yeah, we're boyfriend girl, because you just don't want to initiate things. Okay. Now, after September 3rd, there's a couple other things that you shouldn't do. Again, Venus rules beauty. So avoid maybe getting like elective surgery or cosmetic stuff. But anyway, I did a whole video on that, the things that you do not want to do. But this is a time to reassess, reevaluate. All right. Now, after Venus moves forward, after September 3rd, still going to be in shadow, but it's fine to just finally, this is when you can start really, really moving forward with everything that you have reconsidered, that you have reevaluated. This is going to bring you those moments of revival and renaissance and reality checks and even like rebirth, right? So you're going through a very transformative time. Just a heads up, Leo, just a heads up. This is all moving toward to the new moon in Leo we're having in your sign, right? At August 16th, okay? New moons, new beginnings. So we're on track for all these big changes. You're going through some changes right now. You're feeling them, all right? If you're not yet, you will, all right? When, Venus having gone retrograde. Now, I'm just going to give you a really quick example just to give you like something that's really concrete in terms of Venus going retrograde. Now, think about the last time Venus was retrograde in Leo. That was July to September 2015. I don't know if you watched The Voice, but Blake Shelton and Miranda Lambert, they divorced in July. So they divorced, they did the breakup, okay? Remember, there's going to be a lot of breakups, wake-up calls, shake-ups during a Venus retrograde period, all right? Now, Gwen Stefani and Gavin Rossdale, August 2015 during Venus retrograde. Now, think about this. Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani after the Venus retrograde in November. You see what happens? You see what happens during Venus retrograde? Just letting you know. I'm just letting you know, okay? So a lot of y'all will feel it in relationships. I'm not going to lie, but hey, for a lot of y'all, you will feel it in possibly in career, okay? Remember, there's a lot happening in your career sector, especially with Jupiter there and Uranus there. Speaking of Uranus being there, Venus and Uranus, there is going to be a square. That's going to be on July 24th, all right? This is one of those good squares. We already had one. These are breakthrough moments. So a lot of y'all, and keep in mind, I'm not saying every Leo on this earth is going to go through a breakup, okay? This is just a time to reconsider things in your life, what you want to what's going to your matters of the heart moving forward. So, like I said, a lot of relationships, it's going to the next level. It's just a lot of y'all are going to be saying like, let's get married. A lot of you are going to be saying, let's, move in together. But there are going to be some, breakups, but it's to find because it's possibly it's to let your soulmate come through, okay? Or true flame, whatever. Is it twin flame to come through? But keep that in mind. But you will have this feeling a breakthrough around the 24th, and then a couple days later, the 27th, Venus is going to conjunct Mercury, so you will definitely feel this. This is a beautiful aspect. This is a wonderful aspect, and so you will get like intuitive downloads, you will get messages, you may have like heart-to-heart conversations. This is when you are really, really just gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it. There's gonna be a sense of freedom. There's gonna be a sense of just like overwhelming like clarity, okay? Now, what else is happening is Mercury is entering Virgo on the 28th. This is a big deal because Mercury is in its domicile in Virgo, okay? It's at home in Virgo, it rules Virgo. And so remember, we already have Mars in Virgo, so now we have Mars and Mercury in Virgo. So remember how I said earlier, this is like everything, Mars and Virgo, that perfectionist energy. This is in your second house, Leo. This is in your second house. All right, so keep that in mind. That is all about money, salary. All right, so you could be very serious about it, like to a perfectionist level, like being very, very driven, but also like communicating the things that you need. Maybe it's time to ask for a raise. Maybe it's time to get a promotion. And maybe it is a time where, because all this activity, you have all this luck right now in your career, and this is a month where you're reassessing a lot of things. It could be a time when some of y'all will be leaving jobs for other jobs that pay a lot more, okay? Other thing is, if you're not here for money, if you're not looking for a career change, well, we're all looking for money, but like if you're, basically if you're like the king of Norway watching this video where money's not even a thing for you, or if you're not looking, if you're not here for a career, this is, second house is also self-worth and self-value. So that confidence boost in terms of really going after the things that you want now, really putting a lot of action into it. So with that said, Leo, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on for you for the week of July 24th to the 30th. Again, happy birthday, Leo. If you want to read for your Venus, you definitely, I would recommend it, because Venus really is at play for a while, right? 40 days. And your other placements, if you feel that you want more clarity in those areas in your life. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Leo, let's see what's going on for you for July 24th to the 30th. Now, Leo, as I said earlier, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. It really does give the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, Leo, I love you. Y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for being here. It's really funny because I filmed these a little bit earlier just so I don't miss doing your videos. So it's a really crazy story I'm about to tell you. You may or may not see that I have launched merchandise finally. I know that I've gotten a lot of comments about launching merchandise, so I did that community post that we're finally doing it, okay? So for every sign, there's going to be something for you. However, I don't know if we're going to meet our deadline, so it may be there. It may not be, but if it's not there, it will be very soon, possibly if you're watching this on Wednesday when it comes out, the next day. But anyway, let's get started. You see my dog is also taking up all my table space, so I'm going to move the cards a little bit more so you can see them. And Leo, I'm just going to say it. You are, hello. That's it. This is like one of those readings where it's like, you just won, okay? I'm gonna, you know what? Let me push this back a little bit because you have to see what is happening here. This is true divination, by the way. This is true divination. I don't even know what to say at this point. Okay. Can you see that? Let me move my mic. All right, so Leo, you see what's happening here. If you did not see last week's reading, I truly do not want to spoil it for you. Last week's reading, it's always a continuation, especially with my readings. I know tarot readers don't do continuations, but I bring the astrology aspect in. So it's always a continuation from the last reading. Now, if you remember your last reading, you had the 4 wands in your final outcome. It's moved into your main spread, all right? You have the Empress. Here, your third card, your hopes, and now it's in your main spread. So this is almost like your birthday wish is like, this is it. This is it. I mean, you have no idea. I already know this is like your best reading. This is, this is such a great reading. Okay, or a spread. So let's get started. The Lovers came up in your past. So, hey, you've already made some decisions. A lot of Leos have already made that decision. You've already made that decision in terms of relationships. This is a card of relationships. Okay, this is a lot of Leos. Yep. Had some breakups. A lot of Leos left relationships. A lot of Leos could possibly have also taken, remember, your relationships to the next level. Because what's happening here is you see Archangel Raphael, right? The healer. But he's the one who's gifting the love to these two. We'll call them Adam and Eve. It's up to Adam and Eve to decide what to do with that love. All right. So it's ultimately like a card of choices. All right. So card ruled by Gemini. But now you see all that sunlight. I mean, it's a very positive card. It's a great card, but it comes down to you in terms of what do you want moving forward. Okay. Y'all have made a decision. It depends on what day you watch this video, but that is going to be a big thing, okay? Deciding what to do with that love. Now, again, it doesn't have to do strictly with relationships and matters of love. Career as well, okay? Even self-love. I mean, this is, if you think about it, look at Adam, okay? He's looking at Eve. Look at Eve. She's looking at the Archangel, all right? So, that is conscious, subconscious, superconscious at play. All right, this is Trinity. All right, this is mind, body, spirit. This is you. This is you. All right, so a lot of self-love here. All right, moving forward. But even still, this came up in your past. The Lover's card came up in your past, so it is really moving. It's like you've made some decisions. Okay, you've made some decisions. Look where it's brought you to the Ace of Wands in the heart of your spread. Yeah, you're good. Leo, you're good. This is your week. Okay? Ace of Wands, ushering that new change, the new opportunity. Aces, they're so powerful, okay? They're so powerful. The wand, you see the leaves sprouting from the wand there, okay? Planting seed. New opportunities, new beginnings, new pathways, new journeys, new cycles. Wands, all about your passions. Wands are invigorating. They're very lively, all right? This is also career-related. Enterprise, career, work, goals that you're going toward. I mean, you've entered this new life cycle. It's been pretty major for you, okay? And if you haven't felt it yet, it's coming. It's in the heart of your spread. Now, you did get the Six of Swords. In your challenge area, the Six of Swords is a great card, okay? It's all about moving forward, right? All about moving forward. You see that they're going past the turbulent water where my finger is, and look how it's like glass. The sea is like glass from this point forward, like no turbulence, no undulation, none of that. It's just smooth sailing into the promised land. All right, came up in your challenge area, so there's something where you still have to it's like you have to let something go. All right, it's going to be up here. The swords are the air suit, the mental suit, logic, intellect, communication. There's something that you've got to nip in the bud, right? Nip in the bud. And you see the swords are in the boat. Whatever swords you don't need moving into this next phase, this next chapter, this next era in your life, leave it on shore. Okay? Leave it on shore. You don't need it. Just keep that in mind, okay? There may be something where that comes up this week where just like it's like a mental thing, like a blockage, or just something that you're just aware that you're like, this isn't right for me, or I don't want to think about this, or you know what I mean? Like I really just don't want this to be a thing anymore. Leave it on shore. You got the Four of Wands. So how funny is it that it was in your final outcome, right? In your last reading, which is saying that it was to come. This big milestone moment, this moment of hurrah, the huzzah card. That's what this is, okay? This is something more significant than just like celebrate. It's celebration, but it's celebrating like, look at this couple, okay? Marriage, right? Or even a proposal, or even it could be getting a new job, getting a promotion, getting a raise, getting a new car, having a baby, buying a new home, like moving into a new home. Just think something a little bit more significant in your life, right? That is like a milestone moment. Now, remember, it was in your final outcome, and now it's in your crown. So a lot of y'all, it's already happened, and now it's on your mind, and you're in this like wonderful state. I mean, when I talk about true divination here, we're looking at 1111. You see the four wands? Come on. This is in your crown. Leo, you're blowing me away because boom. Gosh, Ace of Cups. This is your second ace, okay? I already told you aces are really significant. I mean, they're powerful. They usher in that new change. You got 2 aces. Your life is changing. You know that, Leo. You're on this brink of, and a lot of y'all are already feeling it. Y'all are already feeling it. All right, so this is the card where I say, think about the last time something brought you so much joy. It brought you to tears, all right? Whether it was you getting proposed to, whether it was your child graduating, whether it was, you having a baby, or getting that dream job, or, meeting Harry Styles, whatever it is, right? You're going to have another moment. Like, it's like you're feeling it, okay? This is in the root of your spread. It's possibly, I'm getting the impression that a lot of y'all have had that moment, and it's kind of like you're riding that high this week, okay? So it's almost like this burst of newness that's happening in your life. Like a star really is born. I love this for you because, oh my goodness. The Empress. Now, listen close. In your last week's spread, the Empress was here, right? What you're hoping for. And now it's in your future, so it's coming. So what you were hoping for, love, abundance, living life through pleasure and sensuality and even like sexuality, a lot of sexual energy, but also maternal energy. I know it's weird it's in the same card, but just all that, just living life through passion. This is everything. This is your soul glorified. The Empress is a goddess, okay? And think Aphrodite. She's ruled by Venus, okay? Venus is in your sign. For a long time, okay? A long time. Even after Venus retrograde goes direct, Venus is still in your sign. When I say summer of love, I'm talking summer of love, okay? I was going to make a joke, but I didn't. I stopped myself while I was ahead. But it is going to be the summer of love, and this is just you reaching that point where everything is just amazing. Everything's just amazing. Everything's almost like everything is going your way, and there's all this love and abundance. You even see the symbol of Venus and this stone-shaped heart. And also, she is pregnant, all right? So a lot of y'all are going to have babies or thinking about having babies, especially looking at your spread here, right? Because you got the Lovers, you got the Four of Wands, you've got the Ace of Wands, and now you got the Ace of Cups, all right? So it's definitely going to be a boy for most of y'all, looking at your entire spread. But yeah, and if it's not you, it's someone in your family or someone you know for sure, 1000%. I mean, look at this is huge. You have a lot to celebrate. Even with the Four of Wands in your crown, you're good. You're absolutely good. This is like an enormously like great spread. Possibly, it could be like your best of. I would even go far for like the year, probably. Yeah, of the year. But you know what? Just nurture this, and it's very nurturing energy. It's just She does hold the golden scepter. I'm going to point that out for you real quick. She holds a golden scepter that creates all that abundance, and it just, I love this for you. I'm going to just keep going because you're good. You're good, Leo. Like your entire spread here. I love it. Just something up here, just nip it in the bud. Let's just hit the road, Jack. Okay, now let's get to your stuff. Leo, if you like this reading, it would be so great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from y'all. Y'all know that. And if you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. I love y'all. You make my day. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. So I am truly grateful. And I do appreciate y'all being here. Thank you so much. You're good. Leo, I mean, I don't even... Let's just get started. You got the Justice card for sure. Listen. Okay. So it is very clear as day. Not only are a lot of y'all having babies, which is kind of like a big thing here, and it most likely will be a boy. Or you know someone that will have a baby or is going to be pregnant or will find out that they're pregnant or whatnot. There is definitely some of y'all are going to get married. You are going to get married. Don't do it during Venus retrograde, but y'all are definitely going to get like marriage or take proposals. Like commitment energy is on your mind. I mean, you got the Lovers, you got the Empress, you got the Ace of Cups, you got the card of Remember, like, and now you got Justice, right? Like, this is huge. Just, you know, wow. It really is just let, if there's something up here that's still like, maybe even like doubt, or just something up here that's just holding you back, leave it unsure, okay? Even use this sword, okay, to cut whatever you don't need moving into this next circle. This is a huge attachment to karma, all right? So it could even be something karmically, but you are moving into this very auspicious area in your life. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, you got the Knight of Wands too. Like, come on. This is in your external factors area. There's some like force of nature where it's just like nothing can stop me now. Going for everything that I want. You're absolutely good. You're absolutely good. There's a huge two things here. One, a lot of y'all will be traveling, okay? That's going to be a thing for you. And for a lot of y'all, it's going to be a long-term thing too. Think about that, especially when you think about the nodes having moved into your 9th and your 3rd, and both are the travel sectors of the zodiac wheel, but there's a lot of travel related to the Knight of Wands, travel element related to this. But it's like, look at that. I mean, this is, Knights are fire, okay? Wands are fire, so this is double fire. I mean, look at what's coming out of his helmet. This is like blazing forward with your passions, with the things that you're passionate about, even with career. But it's almost like this force that I'm feeling that's really just kind of like pushing it forward, like really propelling you forward. There is also someone, for some Leos, you may feel that there is someone that's kind of like your cheerleader and making things happen for you too. Keep that in mind. That may be a big thing for y'all now. All right. Hello, world, Leo. You're here. You know that, right? You're here. We've come to the end of the hero's journey, the fool's journey, your journey, right? This is what you want. You want this new chapter, this new cycle. You have all this newness, by the way. And there you go. I mean, you see the lion there. These are the 4 fixed signs in the corners of the world, and you're a fixed sign. And so this is bringing that stability that as you enter this new cycle. Remember, you see the dancing figure here. This is a lot of like achievements, like you've made it, right? You see the garland shaped in the 0. referencing the Fool that's coming after. So starting this new cycle, like y'all are definitely, I mean, it doesn't get any clearer than this. And then you have the Three of Pentacles in your final outcome. And so what's really amazing about this is there is a sense of you'll be working with others. This is a card of like teamwork, making the dream work, but it's really more about like bonding with other people. Really like relationship building is a big thing. It's also, there's something new, like a new project that you're working on, or even like that new job that could be coming through, but just something way brand new. Okay, remember that Mars in Virgo, Mercury in Virgo is in your second house of salary, and this is ruled by Pentacle. This is Pentacles, right? But remember, 3 is all about, remember 3, okay? She's pregnant, but think of birth as in all sense of the word, like the birth of new things. So 3, you have the birth of something new here, where you will be working with other people. So a lot of y'all will be getting new jobs, or you will be working with others in some capacity. But it's also, you could be working on a project, something new, passion project, or something new that's happening. Where other people can be involved, and it can even be like behind the scenes. But Leo, if I were you, I would drop everything right now and claim this, because this is, I'm not gonna lie, I'm going on record right now saying this is your best weekly reading that you've had so far this year. I'd have to look back last year to see if there was anything that was, but this is your best weekly reading so far this year. I believe. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. Just remember, the only thing, this is really more like a break. It's called the challenge area, but it's really just a breakthrough. So it's breaking through, like that. There's just something like up here that you're just like, I gotta leave this behind, and that's like your only, like, it's just the only thing. But I'm pretty sure it's going to happen when Venus squares Uranus. All right, so that is on, again, what, the 26th? That's Venus squaring Uranus. 25. Oh, actually, no, it's on Monday. It's on Monday. It's on Monday. Wow, we're kicking this week off with that. So yeah, keep that in mind. So remember, that's just a point in time. So some of y'all can feel a little bit later, a little bit earlier, but that's all about breakthroughs. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're actually legendary. This is a legendary. You're legendary. You're moving through. I mean, this is huge. Energetically, like, I'm like, you're good. All right, Leo, you're amazing. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I think she passed out. And if you're a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Don't forget that you have, well, I'm doing your monthly reading next week, okay? And so August is a very, very different month than July, all right? Things slow down a little bit. It gets a little bit more like, there's a lot more planets going retrograde, but it's going to be a time, you may be feeling it, by the way. We're kicking off August, on August 1st, with that full moon in Aquarius, and that happens to be in your 7th house of partnerships. So there could be something coming to an end with partnerships that you may be feeling, something new coming through. But even still, we'll talk about that and the fact that you have a new moon in your sign on August 16th. Leo, thanks so much for tuning in. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.